Italiano! Word of the day for today, Friday, 22 March 2024, is telefono, which translates to English as telephone. So this is one of those Italian words of the day where the word in Italian is Italiano, is a little bit closer to the corresponding word in English. And telephone technology has evolved, so what has become known as a phone is kind of varies in terms of technology. Telephones, the tele was a reference to a certain type of technology, so that developed before this century, the 21st century AD, and with the initial development, it has continued to evolve, and so now there are different, some people call them mobile phones and some of them call them smartphones, and you know, because it's so much more than just being able to talk to somebody through the device. But the catch with that is, so a telephone is a piece of communication equipment through which acoustic energy is transferred and vocals are carried from one person to another in a different location. Okay. And so with the one thing I will note in my own life is that as the technology for telephones have come to be more than telephone, just the acoustic energy, so to speak, of like in terms of communication, which is different than like playing music, like talking to somebody via the phone, like the person themselves, okay, as opposed to something pre-recorded. Though one could reach a voicemail or voice messaging system, but that's not the telephone itself, it's a voice messaging system. Okay. Which, at least with the telephone technology I grew up with, there's a voice messaging system, like the actual hardware or physical reality. So with the addition of components to telephones to be more than just telephones, people have largely lost the ability to talk in a cordial manner over the phone, or they shy away from telephone calls. They're like, I'd rather send an email, which is a way of potentially them expressing their insecurity about not being able to communicate well in terms of verbal communication with other people, especially via the phone. And so it's kind of an interesting thing, is that's one of those skills that people were really good with when I was growing up, or we developed to be able to do, and especially in a professional setting or not a professional setting. And then kind of with the advancement of technology, some basic human communication skills for some people, not all people, have greatly deteriorated. So devolved instead of evolution, devolution, right? They went backwards. And so those kind of people might prefer things like text messages or emails instead of talking to somebody via the telephone. So in English, the word is telephone, and in Italiano, the word is telefono.